Naruto features quite a few incredibly strong female characters. Today, we're going over the strongest of them. The Kagaya Genkei of the Yamanaka clan is quite powerful, and it feels like many forget that Ino has access to these techniques as well. This is likely due to the fact that she didn't use her mind techniques towards the end of the series very often, and even the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games usually focused on her using flower-based weaponry. Despite that, Ino Yamanaka has access to very powerful jutsu thanks to her family line, and she could easily dominate many foes by simply slipping into their minds. Teammate to Kakashi Hatake and Obito Uchiha, Rin was a stalwart medical ninja who proved a valuable part of Team Minato. Rin's claim to fame and power is the fact that she, however briefly, was the Jinchuriki host to the three-tailed beast, and her force of will was so strong that she held back the creature long enough to have Kakashi slay her so that she would not bring destruction down upon the Leaf Village. Another kunoichi whose skills seem to have been forgotten by the end of Naruto, though there was at least a reason for this given that Kurinai Yuhi was pregnant with Asuma Sarutobi's child. Kurinai was considered the most powerful genjutsu user in the Leaf Village. She was even able to briefly bind the extremely powerful Itachi Uchiha in her signature genjutsu technique, Tree Binding Death. Ultimately, Itachi was able to escape it, but it is no small feat to even slow down Itachi with a genjutsu. Yujito was the other Jinchuriki that hailed from the village hidden in the clouds, like the legendary Killer Bee. Yujito Ni was host to the two-tailed beast and enjoyed incredible power thanks to that fact. Like most of the Jinchuriki of Naruto's generation, Yujito Ni fell victim to the Akatsuki. However, she still showed the ability to use powerful fire element techniques and impressive taijutsu skill. Yujito was not one to be underestimated. Fu is the Jinchuriki that hailed from the hidden waterfall village, and she was the host to the seven-tailed beast. Like Yujito, she also fell to the Akatsuki, but returned under the power of the Edo Tensei. Fu used insect-based ninjutsu, much like Shino Aburame. She can create webs, cocoons, and clouds of blinding scales. She can also heal herself and her allies and communicate with others with telepathic-like abilities. She was another dangerous kunoichi who deserved better than to be slain by the Akatsuki. As a genin, Hinata was very shy and timid, to the point where it negatively affected her performance in combat. However, as seen in her Chunin exam match against Neji, all it took was some encouragement from Naruto for her to gain more confidence and courage. Since that match, Hinata has proven herself as a member of the famed Hyuga clan. She not only possesses the Byakugan, one of the most powerful Kagaya Genkai, but also excels in her clan's specialty, the gentle fist technique. Gaara might be the Jinchuriki in Kazekage, but his older sister, Tamari, is still pretty strong too. One of her most notable battles was a short one where she easily took down Tenten, who was seen as a formidable opponent in the eyes of Neji and Lee. Aside from the Tenten match, Tamari and her giant fan have blown away other strong foes such as Shikamaru and the Sound Force Taiyuya. During her battle against Shikamaru, Tamari might have been caught by his shadow, but she still forced him to surrender with depleted chakra levels. Against the Sound Four, Tamari practically destroyed a forest with her powerful winds, bringing Taiyuya down in the process. To be recognized and acknowledged by both Orochimaru and Sasuke, Karin had to be an impressive ninja. By coincidence, she comes from the same clan as Naruto, which means she too has an exceptionally large chakra reserve. While she is most commonly seen using her chakra to heal her allies, Karin is both physically strong and strong-minded. She was not only personally recruited by Sasuke into Taka but also trusted by Orochimaru to watch over one of his hideouts. Kushina was not only Naruto's headstrong mother but also the previous Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox. Like Karin, Kushina possessed Uzumaki blood that flowed through her veins, giving her a massive surge of power and chakra. Kushina's most notable technique was the adamantine sealing chains, a specialty of the Uzumaki clan. When used by Kushina, those chains were strong enough to restrain the Nine Tails while also serving as an unbreakable shield for protection. Conan was both a founding member and the only female ninja of the infamous Akatsuki organization. She naturally played a large role alongside Nagato in Konohagakure's destruction during the Pain arc, but her biggest moment came in her attempt to kill Obito. Her sacred paper emissary technique consisted of 600 billion explosives that would go off consistently for 10 minutes. She specifically designed it that way to account for Obito's 5 minutes of intangibility, almost killing him after executing the technique. Chio lived a long life and therefore had plenty of time to master the puppet technique also demonstrated by Kankuro and her grandson, Sasori. Since the Second Shinobi War, she's had beef with another powerful kunoichi, Tsunade. After teaming up with Tsunade's disciple, Sakura, Chio was forced to fight and kill Sasori, whom she had taught her puppet techniques to. In the end, Chio proved that not even old age could hinder her strength as a ninja. Growing up in the village hidden in the mist, Mei had to be tough just to survive. In order to graduate from the academy, she had to endure a deadly battle against her classmates, which ultimately paid off when she became the Mizukage to help prevent more bloodshed in her village. What makes Mei so powerful are her two Kekii Genkai. Using both her lava and boil technique, she was able to subdue Sasuke during the 5 Kage summit and would have defeated him if not for Zetsu's interference. From a young age, Tsunade had a lot of things going for her. She was the granddaughter of one of the strongest ninjas in history, Hashirama, and she was trained by the 3rd Hokage to become one of the legendary Sannin and the 5th Hokage. Known for her expertise in both medical ninjutsu and physical strength, Tsunade can greatly amplify her chakra and power with the strength of 100 seal. This technique proved to be effective in keeping up with the likes of Madara during the 4th Shinobi War. Despite her slow start at the beginning of the series, Sakura wanted nothing more than to fight alongside Sasuke and Naruto as equals. Seeing how she excelled in chakra control, the pink-haired kunoichi was able to use that to her advantage and become one of the strongest women in the series. While she wasn't exactly the star of the final battles with Madara and Kagaya, Sakura was one of the few ninjas who were capable enough to take on these overpowered foes. She even helped Naruto and Sasuke deal the final blow that would seal Kagaya to end the war. As the final obstacle in the 4th Shinobi War, Kagaya was the ultimate villain with both the Byakugan and Rinne's Sharingan who could not be stopped by any single person. Rather, it took the combined effort of Team 7 to seal her away. The fact it took 4 of the strongest ninjas to defeat her shows just how insanely powerful Kagaya was all on her own.